When you hear the word Indian, what comes to your mind? I would say a doctor, a gas station owner, hotel owner, a lawyer, things of that nature. Very white collar jobs. And that is very stereotype. But it's sad to say that this stereotype is very true.
Dun dun dun.
And I wish it wasn't, because I wish we were more diverse, but we are not that diverse. We are slowly working on going into non traditional educational fields, non traditional career pathways. And this is because culture is shared. Culture is what we are learned from our elders. They teach us what we know. And this is why our generation is slowly changing, and this is going to change as time goes on. So as we know that these are typical stereotypes that are hard to be broken down, but it's just the truth. The people of the Indian culture are very judgmental towards people who do not follow these traditional educational pathways and career pathways. For example, I am a very creative person and I love creativity, and I've always wanted to build something on my creativity. I've always been bashed for what I would like to do, and I hate that this happened, but it did happen. And I wish that the future generations that are coming our way don't follow in my own footsteps, that they do what they want to, because if you don't enjoy what you like to do, you won't be happy mentally, you won't be physically happy, you won't be emotionally happy, you won't even be financially successful because you don't love what you want to do. And it's tough, but that's just the truth. Another thing why this happens is ethnocentrism. Our culture judges other people's culture. Our culture says, no, don't be like these American people. No, don't do what they do, because you will not be successful. But this is not true. American culture is very different than the Indian culture. They are more free, more liberal, things of that nature. And Indian culture is kind of hatred toward it, because they don't want their children to be like that. They don't want them to have happiness, because they want them to have financial happiness rather than emotional happiness. And this is a huge change that is coming our way and will change over time. American culture rather than Indian culture has been a battle since centuries. I personally have experienced this. When I was 18 years old, I decided to get a tattoo of a Om sign, which is a representation of our culture. And people started to find out my community and my culture, and they started to bash me, saying that I'm whitewashed or Americanized. But I got a tattoo that represents myself and my culture and what I believe in. And they then turned this into saying that it's Americanized, but it's completely different than what it actually was intended to be like. Education is very important. I totally understand that, and I am a believer in education, and I want to educate other people, and therefore chose the field of speech and language pathology. But I also love teaching, and I decided that I would like to become a professor as well to fulfill my own dreams. Education is important because it gives us financial successfulness, and that's the main reason why the Indian culture wants us to be educational and wants us to pick these white collar jobs. Most importantly, like, our culture is very important, but it's important to also believe in what you believe in, what educational paths that you personally want to take, rather than what our culture wants for us and needs for us.